back to the People in Progress podcast, where we talk all things self-improvement, lifestyle, and how to live your best life. I'm your host, Elsa, and this episode is all about my cozy girl guide to the New Year's season. And also, happy 2024, guys. This is my first episode after my little December break and my first episode of 2024. But happy January 1st. This episode is going to go live on the first day of 2024, which is so exciting. And I thought this would be a really nice way to kick off the new year. But I've been loving my cozy girl guides. I did one for autumn, one for winter, and I think I'm kind of leaning into that cozy girl era and cozy girl content in this current moment and like hopefully in the next coming year. Anyway, I've been loving my cozy girl guides and I think you guys have been loving them too. So we're going to talk about some lifestyle things and how to have the best New Year's season yet. So for the next couple episodes, we're going to skip the segments because this is going to be a little mini series because I promised you guys back in November that the podcast was going to come back with a bang. So for the first 3 weeks of 2024, the first 3 weeks of January, I'm going to be releasing 5 episodes. So I believe that's 2 episodes this week, 2 episodes next week, and 1 episode the week afterwards, and then we're back to our once a week schedule. But they are going to be, like I said, a little New Year's mini series on how to have the best New Year's season yet. And I hope people know what I mean when I say New Year's season, because there's content I do which is like how to have the best year yet, but to me there's like this New Year's kind of energy, goal setting kind of season, and that's like January, February particularly for me. So this is all about setting yourself up for the best year yet at the beginning of 2024. So if you do want to have the best New Year's yet, set yourself up for the best year in 2024, I do recommend following whatever platform you're listening on, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. You'll know what platform you're listening on, obviously. But if you want to see the next 4 episodes after this one, do give me a follow. But otherwise, let's get right into it. So first of all, we're starting off talking about Huga. And now I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I say this every time I talk about it. I think it's Huga. Yeah, that sounds right. But Huga is a Danish word, and I've spoken about this in my other cozy girl guides, and I've been getting really into this concept. And Huga is all about basically creating and cultivating an atmosphere of comfort, coziness, safety, and warmth. I am just really into the concept, and I would love to talk more about it. Who knows, I might do a whole episode on it, but I also spoke a lot about it in my cozy girl winter vibe, which you might like if you like this episode. But basically, the reason I want to talk about this for the New Year's season is because personally, I think Christmas and the holidays, it is a time that really embodies Huga. But after the holidays, I feel like we kind of lose that warmth, and often the new year can feel quite cold, and I don't want it to feel cold. I feel like people let go of all that warmth and that grace they've been giving themselves and that sort of comforting energy, and they feel like they have to be sort of more harsh on themselves. I want to make January cozy. So here are some ways you can make January cozy. You can focus on living in the moment. You can focus on being cozy and creating a comforting atmosphere. First of all, continue to keep your home cozy. One of the reasons I think the holidays are so cozy is because we've got lights, we've got decorations, we're expressing ourselves in our homes, we're having so many lovely things around us that make us really joyful. You can leave the holiday decorations up for a bit longer. You don't have to take them down right away. If they make you happy, you can leave them. As much as my boyfriend doesn't want me to say that, I'm definitely leaving the Christmas decorations up for quite a while. But something I really want to do is transition the Christmas decor into winter decor. So some things like lights, some of the garland and stuff like that, I can definitely keep as winter decor. And you know, you can do decor for other seasons, not just like Halloween and Christmas. So keep doing things in your house that make you really happy and comforted, particularly with cozy lighting, especially when the days are shorter. Keeping all those Christmas lights and all those bright things in your home that are comforting and warm and cozy, not like big overhead lights like I have on now, but softer lamps and like fairy lights and stuff like that. Some other home things, you can always keep blankets around. I know for me it is an essential to have a big throw on the couch at all times, and keep lighting really lovely candles. Just because it's Christmas doesn't mean you can't light a sugar cookie candle. Also, part of a cozy atmosphere is having people around you that you care about and that care about you. So make time to check in with the people you care about. Plan some coffee dates or host a dinner party or do a cozy board games night. Make sure you're taking time to check in with the other people and not just plowing ahead with all your New Year's goals. And the last thing, and I think the most important thing, saying is live in the moment. So appreciate all the little winter things going on. People often say that winter gets really long after the holidays, and people often don't like winter after Christmas, which I think is really sad because I'm definitely a winter girl. But remember, there are so many things you can only do right now, so appreciate them. So skiing, skating, building a snowman, wearing warm jumpers, lighting a fire, and making warm, comforting winter meals like soup. These are all winter things that aren't Christmas things that you can keep doing. So the next thing I want to mention is you should still treat yourself in the new year. I feel like often the holidays can be about indulgence and the new year can be about avoidance, which isn't like a pendulum swing that I love. I definitely think it should be more about overall balance and, being intuitive. So rather than focusing about taking things away this new year, like goals not to do things, focus on adding more good. And remember, you should be enjoying the little things and you deserve nice things in life. It doesn't mean you can't indulge, and indulge doesn't mean like binge certain things, not just food. It could be like watching TV or procrastinating. It doesn't mean you should fall into that. Indulging can just be romanticizing your life and letting yourself enjoy things. So listen to fun music. I'm sure you are listening to music throughout the Christmas season and that probably made you feel great. Continue listening to fun atmospheric music. You don't have to stop. Enjoy your coffee and keep cooking lovely hearty meals. And I'm going to talk about this later in the series because the next episode after this one is going to be a little goal setting workshop with you guys, so keep an eye out for that as episode 2 in this mini series. I think it's coming out later this week. But don't punish yourself with things you don't actually enjoy. You should at least somewhat enjoy the actions you're taking towards your goal, and that doesn't mean they're not hard, but you should enjoy them at its core, if that makes sense. And if you don't enjoy anything about getting towards your goal, then maybe your goal doesn't actually align with your values. If you want to hear more about values and get ready for the new year by aligning your goals with your values, you can check out my self-discovery series, which is partially complete, but the first 2 episodes focus around self-discovery and the third one is all about discovering your values, and that starts at episode 10. But basically what I'm saying here is don't punish yourself with activities that you don't actually enjoy. Don't do them because you feel like you should and because that's what like people are doing. I'm trying to think hustle culture stuff. If you don't actually enjoy that, you don't have to do it. So I've mentioned this a bit, but the next thing building on for that is romanticizing your life. So we're talking about goal setting. For the new year, you want to be setting your goals with love. They should have intention behind it. It should be something you're excited about and something you're really passionate about and love. So start romanticizing your life by setting goals that you love and align with your dream life and your true self. So I know I've said this so much, but live in the moment a bit more, appreciate the little things. I keep repeating it because it is so important and it's something that's really come to my attention lately that I need to focus on as well. And another way to romanticize your life is to really lean into the season. Like I've said, I know a lot of people don't like winter, which makes me so sad. If you want to have a cozy girl guide to winter, I do have an episode on that where I talk all about how to make the most of winter. But there are so many winter activities like I mentioned before, and you should also try some new things, whether that's activities, recipes, books that are very wintry, and you can try these all out because there's going to be something about the season you enjoy. So try reading some wintry books, watch some wintry TV shows and movies, do some different activities and find what you enjoy about the season. So my next tip is to focus on you. I know the New Year's can feel like a bit of a self-focused season and you don't want to be entirely self-focused and too driven ahead and forget everything else. December has probably been a really busy month for you, often very social and has a lot of events, and you can focus on you and take time to recharge. Like I've said, everything's about balance, so if you've been really social, you can bring it down a bit and feel free to say no to some things if you feel like that aligns with you. Enjoy this New Year's season and take time to be reflective and introspective. A lot of the things I've spoken about, although I have spoken about Huga and talking about having a social circle that really appreciates you and surrounding yourself with people that align with you, they're really all about prioritizing yourself. And New Year's is a great time to do some self-discovery, like I said. If you are interested in doing some more self-discovery in this New Year's season, episodes 10 and 11 are all about that. And I also have a self-discovery workbook that I sell on my Etsy and I will link in the show notes. And then also, if you're interested in figuring out your values and diving into that and getting reflective about all that kind of stuff for the New Year's, which I cannot recommend more. I've been doing so much journaling about it and it's so helpful. That is episode 16, if you want to check that out. Really focus on you and focus on what is meaningful to you this New Year's season. And my last tip to set yourself up for a great year this New Year's is to celebrate your memories and your milestones this year. And you can do this by starting to set up habits and check-ins. Get ready to have the best year yet, because there is so much good to come. I am so sure of it. So get ready to appreciate all the good that's about to come to you. What you're going to do is set up some habits. So first of all, noting down achievements. Personally, I bullet journal, so if I achieve something that day, I just write it down as a note in my daily log. I also love doing a monthly accomplishments page. I talk about this a lot in my monthly resets on my YouTube channel, but it's basically this page in my bullet journal where I just write down all the memories and things I've accomplished and things I'm proud of in each month of the year, and then I have a little list, which is super nice. And then also, I feel like we've all heard about monthly resets and monthly check-ins. Whether you do a massive, like, long aesthetic YouTube kind of version of this, or whether you just sort of check in with yourself and journal a little bit at the end of each month, I think checking in with yourself and recognizing all the things you've done that month is super important. And then also make sure you're giving yourself the time to celebrate milestones this year. Like I've said, to appreciate the little things. It doesn't have to be a massive achievement. Even if it's something small that's important to you, you should celebrate that. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about particularly goal milestones in next episode, but just start off this year with the mindset that you're ready to appreciate all the things that you're going to do this year. Because like I've said, there is so much good to come. Okay, so this New Year's series is going to be slightly shorter episodes, mainly because we're cutting out the segments and like life update and stuff, just to be really efficient, because I know you're super busy and I want to be able to release more episodes in this little New Year's guide. And I really hope you guys did enjoy this first episode about my cozy little guide to the New Year's season to set you up for the best year yet in 2024. And if you did like this episode, please do follow so you guys can listen to the next episode in the series. Like I've said, it's going to be a goal setting workshop, which is going to be so much fun. And yeah, I hope you're having a great 2024. I will see you guys next episode.